We were doing the last example from chapter number 4, practical geometry. You have to construct a rhombus in which you have been given the diagonals of the rhombus. And the property that we will be using is that the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. We would like to start with the diagonal whose length is odd, whose half cannot be easily obtained. We're going to start with that diagonal. Right now, the odd length is for BD, which is 7 centimeters. Although on the ruler, we can find out the half for 7. But in case it was 7.1 or 7.3, then finding its half would be a little tricky. Like you could get that somewhere in between the millimeters points. But still, I would suggest that you always start with the line segment or the diagonal here whose length is odd. So we're going to start with the line segment BD, which is one of the diagonals of the rhombus. Then we want to find out the midpoint because that's the point where the other diagonal will pass through. Because the diagonals bisect each other, the point of intersection will be common. We would like to obtain the midpoint for this, and we are going to construct perpendicular bisector. I hope you remember how to construct the perpendicular bisector. You open the compass more than half the line segment. So if by approximation, this looks like the midpoint of BD. Right here, we think this is the midpoint. We will open the compass more than half, draw arcs on top and below from both the endpoints. Once from B without changing the radius, you do it from D as well. You get these kind of points of intersections, and then you join these, you obtain the midpoint. This will be point O as shown here. In the rough sketch, as I've shown, this is point O. Now, if you look at the other diagonal AC, O ke above you have 3 centimeters and below O you have 3 centimeters. So that will be the next step. You will open the compass 3 centimeters. O point से arcs लगानी है. एक बार ऊपर लगेगी arc. So this distance will be 3 centimeters because we will open the compass 3 centimeters और हम O से arc लगाएंगे. Same way, do it below also, and then you will get a point here that will also be 3 centimeters away. These 2 points obtained will be the endpoints of the other diagonal. You can name them as AC, and afterwards you can just join and obtain your rhombus. So we are going to write this down and then we will start with the construction. I want you to note this down. This is along with type 5. This is example number 6 on page number 67. This time we have to construct a rhombus. The name of the rhombus is ABCD. We have been given the length of AC as 6 centimeters, BD is 7 centimeters, and here these are the 2 diagonals. So first of all, by looking at the question, you will see what's given to you and you will proceed accordingly. I'm going to draw a rough sketch for this. So the vertical diagonal looks shorter. I'm going to mark the parts 3 centimeters. These 2 parts will be equal. And similarly for the horizontal diagonal, the 2 parts will be equal. These would be 3.5 centimeters and 3.5 centimeters. The point of intersection is O and we have a right angle here. If you have drawn the rough sketch, we will start with the construction. Let me know. Anyone who's writing down?
Ma'am, please wait.
Okay. You can write down here for your reference because the property we are using here.
Done, ma'am.
Now, keeping in mind the rough sketch, we shall start with, first of all, a line segment of length 7 centimeters. This is 7 centimeters in length. The next step will be to construct the perpendicular bisector for this line segment, and that will be done with the help of pair of compasses. So if you have forgotten, right now looking at the way the compass is placed, you can see it's almost reaching the half. We want to open it more than half. Half se zyada open karna hai. And then fix the radius. You don't want to change it till you have done the construction of perpendicular bisector. So from one endpoint, from B, you will draw arcs above BD and below BD. This is from B, above and below. Same thing is to be done from the other endpoint. From the other endpoint D, draw arcs above and below. Join these intersection points, the point of intersection of arcs above and the point of intersection of arcs below. Join these 2 points, draw a vertical line passing through these, and then you will obtain the perpendicular bisector for BD, and we can name it as any line. You can just simply name that as L. So you can draw just a line directly. And name this line as L. Let the point of intersection be O. That will be the midpoint. Measure the 2 parts. The 2 parts should be equal. Each of them should be 3.5 centimeters in length before we proceed. So now you can see that we have obtained the midpoint. Although 7 के लिए midpoint ढूंढना easy है, आप directly भी mark कर सकते हो, लेकिन सिर्फ midpoint नहीं चाहिए, हमें यहाँ पे perpendicular भी चाहिए. We need 2 things. We need a perpendicular as well as bisector. Finding the half is easier by the help of ruler. You could just find the half by using your scale, but we want an angle of 90 degree. through that midpoint. That's why we are constructing perpendicular bisector. Once you are done with the construction of perpendicular bisector, the next step is to obtain the parts of the other diagonal. The other diagonal will have half above O and half below O. So go back and check the length for the second diagonal. The length for the second diagonal is 6 centimeters. So O के ऊपर 3 centimeters आएगा उसका half, और remaining half will be below O. Now we will do that. Open the compass. 3 centimeters in radius. This will be the half of the other diagonal. Whatever is the length of the other diagonal, uska jitna bhi half banta hai. We will open the compass of that radius and then we will draw arcs above and below O from point O. So this is from O above, and then do the same below as well. Now, right now, I have obtained the point passing through the same intersection. It could be below or above. It's not necessary that you would get exactly the same way that I have obtained here. The points obtained now, the arcs that I just marked from O, the red ones, हो सकता है कि ये blue वाली arcs के ऊपर हों, उनके above हों या उनके below हों. It could be exactly be passing through the same intersection. So it will depend on the radius you had taken. Don't worry if it doesn't match with mine. Mark these points, the one above and the one below, as A and C. Be very careful. This is the intersection done with red. जो अभी हमने latest arcs लगाई हैं, वो वाले point को आपको A mark करना है. Blue वाली नहीं use कर रहे हम, red वाला use कर रहे हैं. So थोड़ा सा भी अगर difference है, please mark very carefully. Let me see if I can mark it. This point and this point. This is the one we require. You are told to keep your pencils sharpened, but I'm just marking it a little darker here so that it's clear that we are looking at the point of intersection made by red arc. And once you've done this, you can just complete your rhombus. Join A, B, B, C, C, D, and D, A. You will get the required rhombus. You can check couple of things. We already checked the two paths for BD are 3.5. This portion is 3.5 and this portion is 3.5. You could check the paths for the other diagonal as well with the help of your ruler. Those should be 3 centimeters each. And then the angle formed here should be 90 degrees. So verifying the angle here, we wanted perpendicular. So as you can see, the vertical line is perpendicular to our diagonal, line L. It's perpendicular, so that part is correct. Now we can check the length for the other diagonal as well. AC, the two paths should be 3 centimeters each, and the total length should be 6 centimeters. And that also is verified. We can see that the length of the vertical diagonal AC is 6 centimeters. Each part is 3 centimeters. So this is 3 centimeters, and the part below is also 3 centimeters. The total length is 6 centimeters, and we had a 90-degree angle here. I hope you have completed this. There is a question also in the last exercise if you want to practice, where the diagonals of the rhombus are given, and then you can go ahead and practice. Anyone with questions here? I hope you've completed. If anyone's completing, I'll wait. Is it done? Anyone who still is completing the question?
No, ma'am.
Now going back to the chapter here. This completes all your examples. You have been sent the assignment. Assignment, I guess, contains questions from the exercise based on the 5 types that you have done. Since now you can construct a square, I think you can also construct a rectangle if you are given the length and the breadth. There is one question in the last exercise here. You have to construct a rectangle. Although this instruction is to draw, we are constructing. The chapter is based on construction. So you will be doing construction of a rectangle with adjacent sides as 5 and 4. So that means you have to construct a rectangle in which the length is 4 centimeters and the width is, the length is 5 centimeters and the width is 4 centimeters. Since in a rectangle opposite sides are equal, we will have the length for the remaining 2 sides. 2 sides दी हैं और बाकी दोनों हम खुद पता कर सकते हैं because rectangle की opposite sides equal होती हैं. Now this just gives us 4 elements, लेकिन हमने beginning में लिखा था कि quadrilateral की construction के लिए minimum हमें 5 elements चाहिए. What will be the 5th element?
90-degree angle.
Each angle of rectangle is 90 degrees. So that's what you can use to complete your construction. So use any 5 of these and then you will have your rectangle. You can start with the line segment 5 centimeters. इसके दोनों ends पे perpendicular construct कर लो. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Remember, protractor से नहीं बनाना, उससे बनाना है आपको, compass से बनाना है. दोनों ends पे 90 degree angle बनाओगे. दोनों ends पे 90 degree angle बनाने के बाद from the ends cut off arcs at a distance 4 centimeters. और इन दोनों पॉइंट्स को जब आप कनेक्ट करोगे आपके पास एक रेक्टेंगल बन जाएगा with this length as 5 centimeters and that will complete your work. I hope you can do this now. Do practice question number 2 based on the example that we did today. Now the last question here, a parallelogram OKAY in which OK is 5.5 centimeters and KA is 4.2 centimeters. These are the 2 adjacent sides actually, because they have one endpoint in common and they want you to construct this parallelogram. Now, is it possible to construct the parallelogram? The way I just discussed with you the previous question, rectangle में हमें सिर्फ 2 चीजें बताई गई थी, लेकिन rectangle के बारे में हमें कुछ पता था जिससे हमने बाकी के elements ढूंढ लिए. The remaining 2 sides, 4 angles of the rectangle, we could find out by using the properties of rectangle. Now let us see if we can do the same for a parallelogram. Now I want a parallelogram. Let's draw a rough sketch. Write down the name. This is the name for the parallelogram given here. This side is 5.5 centimeters and KA is 4.2 centimeters. Now, using the properties of parallelogram, can we obtain some other elements? Right now, I only have 2 sides. What do you think? In a parallelogram, now you have revised 3rd chapter, you have test today. What do you know about a parallelogram? हमें sides दी हुई है. Do you know anything about the sides of a parallelogram?
Opposite sides are equal.
That's correct. So that means OK and YA will be equal. This side will be 5.5 centimeters. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And the other side, YO, this will be equal to AK and this will be 4.2 centimeters. We have 4 elements now. दिए 2 थे उन्होंने, हमारी तरफ से कितने हो गए अब? 4 elements. We need one more element in order to complete this parallelogram. Do we have that? It could have been either one of the angles, or it could have been one of the diagonals, or they could have given us both the diagonals. Then we could have worked it out. But right now, looking at these 4 lengths, can you say we can draw a parallelogram? There can be infinitely many pairs of angles making a parallelogram with the given sides. I will give you an example here. If we were given, now this is the condition, if बोल रहे हैं, दिया नहीं है, अगर दिया होता. If we were given angle O equals to 60 degrees, suppose, then by using the properties of parallelogram, I could have found the adjacent angle. If angle O equals to 60 degrees, you have a test today, so it will be just a revision. Angle O plus angle K, these will be supplementary. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So angle K will come out to be 120 degrees. Now I would like to construct, yes, now I would be constructing a parallelogram in which this angle is 60, this angle is 120. I have the base as 5.5, this side as 4.2, and this side as 4.2. Now this looks like the construction of a rectangle, but these angles are not 90 degrees. You will start with the base 5.5. Okay. O पे आप 60 degrees construct करोगे, K पे आप 120 construct करोगे. The next step will be to obtain these 4.2 from O and from K. यहाँ से आप cut off करोगे 4.2 और यहाँ से cut off करोगे 4.2, and then you will join to obtain your parallelogram. But this could have only been possible अगर हमें angles दिए होते. यहाँ पे मैंने अपनी तरफ से एंगल O को 60 माना, जिसकी हेल्प से K निकल आया और फिर मैं कंस्ट्रक्शन कर पाई. अगर मैं यहाँ पे एंगल O को लेट कर लूं मे बी 50 डिग्रीज, तो एंगल K आपके पास हो जाएगा 130 डिग्रीज. तो आपके पास एक और पैरेललोग्राम बन जाएगा विद द सेम साइड्स. साइड्स की लेंथ वही रहेगी, बट उसके एंगल्स चेंज हो गए. So what do you think? Is the parallelogram given in the question unique, or there are multiple parallelograms with these sides possible?
Multiple parallelograms can make from these sides.
Yes, we can make so many parallelograms with the given pair of sides. जो यहाँ पे आपको sides की length दी हुई है, उन्हीं lengths के साथ हम बहुत सारे पैरेललोग्राम्स बना सकते हैं, क्योंकि उन्होंने 5 एलिमेंट्स नहीं दिए. हमारा पैरेललोग्राम यूनिक नहीं बनेगा. अदरवाइज अगर आप अपने प्रीवियस एग्जांपल्स को कंपेयर करते हो, तो उस केस में क्या होगा, सभी की कंस्ट्रक्शन जो होगी वो सेम होगी. लाइक द शेप ऑफ द क्वाड्रिलेटरल ऑब्टेन्ड, इट विल बी सेम फॉर एवरीवन. तो जो वैल्यूज आपको दी होती हैं, अगर आपको 5 एलिमेंट्स दिए हुए हैं, उससे जो क्वाड्रिलेटरल कंस्ट्रक्शन होगी वो यूनिक होगी. It's not going to have a different shape for different people. It will be same. Maybe the way the person did is different, but the final shape would be same. हो सकता है वो rotated हो सकता है वो rotated हो, लेकिन वो shape same होगी. इस केस में तो shape ही change हो जाएगी. Now I could just give you one completely different possibility. If angle O is taken as, let me just clear this. Suppose आर्शिया ने फर्स्ट वाला कंस्ट्रक्ट कर दिया पैरेललोग्राम. साइड्स दी थी, 2 साइड्स दी थी, उसकी हेल्प से बाकी दोनों साइड्स मिल गई. एंड देन शी अज्यूम दैट एंगल O is 60 and then angle K comes out to be 120 and then she made this parallelogram. Whereas some other student of the class took angle O as 100 degrees, then angle K will be equal to 80 degrees because the adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. And then the child would go ahead with OK as the base. O pe angle banega 100 degrees ka. Now this is not a multiple of 15. This will be made with the help of a protractor. So ye obtuse angle banega 100 degrees. Same way at K you need an angle of 80 degrees. ये इस तरह से बनेगा इस तरफ, an acute angle. Then similar step from O cutting off 4.2 centimeters, from K cutting off 4.2 centimeters, completing the shape. This is the parallelogram the other child has obtained. With the same set of sides, we have obtained another parallelogram, but they look completely different. सिर्फ साइड्स मैच हो रही हैं. दिस इज व्हाट द वर्ड यूनिक स्टैंड्स फॉर. जब हमने बिगिनिंग में लिखा था कि अगर हमें यूनिक क्वाड्रिलेटरल कंस्ट्रक्ट करना है तो हमें मिनिमम 5 एलिमेंट्स चाहिए आउट ऑफ द 10 एलिमेंट्स दैट अ क्वाड्रिलेटरल कैन हैव. I hope it's clear why that word was used and what is the importance of that word. Please go through all the types. Anyone with any questions, let me know. If you need help with the questions, you could practice from the exercises also. I think by now we have discussed all types of questions. There is one question in the exercise 1 or 2 we could just go over, just to give you a clue in case you decide to go over the exercise. So as for this one, ये पहली exercise है. It is based on the type where 2 diagonals and I think 3 sides were given. Is that right? This is type 1, 2 diagonals, sorry, 1 diagonal and 4 sides. 1 diagonal and 4 sides. So ये जो पहला वाला है, इसमें तो clearly नजर आ रहा है 4 sides हैं और 1 diagonal है. In the second part also, JU, UM, MP, PJ, these are the 4 sides. And the last one is the diagonal, 1 diagonal. Looking at parts 3rd and 4th, 3 values नजर आ रही हैं पैरेललोग्राम की, 2 values नजर आ रही है rhombus में. Rough sketch. Use the properties because you have a parallelogram. Opposite sides will be equal. OR is given to be 6, RE is given to be 4.5. So the opposite sides will be equal and the diagonal EO is given. And once you are done with your rough sketch, now you have 5 elements, 4 sides and 1 diagonal. Same way, in last part, you have been given a rhombus. So rhombus की property होती है कि all 4 sides are equal. Let's name it BEST and see what's given. I was given BE equals to 4.5. That means the other 3 sides will also be 4.5. And ET, this diagonal, is 6 centimeters. Again, I have 4 sides and 1 diagonal. Initially, if you look at the question, you won't be able to know कि ये कौन सी type बन रही है. Draw your rough sketch, use the properties. अगर आपका quadrilateral कोई special है यहाँ पे, like a parallelogram or a rhombus or a square, and then see कि figure में आप क्या-क्या mark कर सकते हो, and then which type it is. You will proceed accordingly. I think you will be able to do all the questions now. Still, if you have any doubt anywhere, let me know. But do practice the question which I told you today, the one based on rhombus, the last one. All right. I hope you've all prepared for your test. I will be posting it at 1 o'clock and you will have 40 minutes to do it. And make sure you draw the diagrams in your answer sheet as well. All right? I'll see you all tomorrow. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.